Everyone.
Good evening.
The poem that I will be reading out is Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner by Samuel Taylor Coleridge. It is the longest poem in English literature and one that speaks of the voyage and adventure that a mariner had in his ship. Let's get to it then. It is an ancient mariner, and he stoppeth one of three. By thy long grey beard and glittering eye, now wherefore stoppest thou me? The bridegroom's doors are opened wide, lying next of kin. The guests are met, and the feast is set. Mayst hear the merry din. He holds him with his skinny hand. There was a ship, quoth he. Hold off, unhand me grey-beard loom. Eftsoon his hand dropped. He holds him with his glittering eye. The wedding guest stood still and listens like a 3 years child. The mariner hath his will. The wedding guest sat on a stone. He cannot choose but hear, and thus spake on that ancient man, the bright-eyed mariner. The ship was cheered, the harbour clear. Merrily did we draw. Below the cut, below the hill, below the lighthouse top. The sun came up on the left, out of the sea came he, and he shone bright. And on the right, went down to the sea. Higher and higher every day, till o'er the mast at noon. The wedding guest here beat his breast, for he heard the loud bassoon. The bride had paced into the hall, red as a rose is she. Nodding their heads before her goes the merry minstrelsy. The wedding guest, he beat his breast, yet he cannot choose but hear. And thus spake on that ancient man, the bright-eyed mariner. And now the storm blast came, and he was tyrannous and strong. He struck with his overtaking wings, and he chased us south along. With sloping masts and dipping prow, as who pursued with yell and blow, still treads the shadow of his foe. And forward bends his head, the ship drove fast. Loud roared the blast, and southward aye we fled. And now there came both mist and snow, and it grew thunderous cold, and ice mast high came floating by, and clean as emerald. And through the drifts and snowy cliffs send a dismal sheen. Nor shapes of men nor beasts were ken. The ice was all between. The ice was here, the ice was there, the ice was all around. And it cracked and growled and roared and howled like noises in a swound. At length, across an albatross, through the fog it came. As if it had been a distant soul, we hailed it in God's name. It ate the food it never had eat, and round it flew. The ice did split with a thunder fit, and the helmsman steered us through. And with good sound, and with good south wind sprung up behind, the albatross did follow, and every day, for food or play, came the mariner's hollow. In mist or cloud, on mast or shroud, with spurs on vespers nine. Was all the night through fog smoke white, glimmered the white moonshine. God save thee, ancient mariner, from the fiends that plague thee thus. Why lookest so down? With my crossbow, I shot the albatross. The sun now rose upon the right. Out of the sea came he, still hid in the mist, and on the left went down to the sea. And the good south wind still blew behind, but no sweet bird would follow. Nor any day for food or play came the mariner's hollow. And I had done a hellish thing, and it would work him woe. For all a bird I had killed the bird that had made the breeze to blow. Ah, wretched, they said, the bird to slay that made the breeze to blow. Nor dim nor red like God's own head, the glorious sun uprist. Then all a bird, I had killed the bird that brought the fog and mist. "'Twas right," said they, "such birds to slay and bring fog and mist." Fair breeze blew and white foam flew. The furrow followed free. We were the first that ever burst into that silent sea. Down dropped the breeze, the sails dropped down. 'Twas sad, as said could be. And we said, and we only did speak to break the silence of the sea. All in a hot and copper sky, the bloody sun at noon. Right up behind the mast it stand, no bigger than the moon. Day after day, day after day, we stuck, nor breath nor motion, as idle as a painted ship upon a painted ocean. Water, water everywhere, and all the boats did shrink. Water, water everywhere, not any drop to drink. Very deep did rot. Oh Christ, that ever this should be! Yeah, these slimy things that crawl with legs upon the slimy sea. About in reel and rout, the death fires danced at night. The water, like a witch's oil, burnt green and blue and white. And in some dreams a short were of the spirit that plagued us so. 9 fathom deep he had followed us from the land of mist and snow. And every tongue, though utter draught, was withered unto me. We could not speak. No more if they had been choked with soot. Ah, for a day what evil looks. Had I from old and young, instead of the cross, the albatross about my neck was hung. Back to me.